This is Dee with Divine Needle, and this is a reading for the collective. Definitely going to be a prediction reading, already picking up stuff. I looked at the Sabian Mysteries picture, and they changed decks on me. At first they were pointing at this deck, and then they pointed at this deck, and then strong pings on this deck. So, and you'll see why in a minute. Anyway, hope you guys are doing well. And I hope you've been seeing the posts that I made on the community discussion. I'm also using that community thing to, whenever any news article comes by that has something to do with my reading, I'll post the links there in the community discussion. Confirmation of the reading, basically. Anyway, whew, the energy coming up. The next day, particularly the 11th, tomorrow, Wednesday, that energy is, yeah. Remember, it's Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. And that matters because of the planetary alignments tomorrow. And the Sabian Mysteries pictures were telling me a whole story before I even touched any cards about something that's getting ready to occur. It's 9:09 p.m. right now. Okay, so look for those confirmations that are basically the results of the predictions in prior videos that'll be in that community discussion. The reading was talking, one of the readings was talking about ticks and warning us about ticks. And there was an article that came out, Missouri Conservation Department, warning about the ticks. Fascinating that that came out in the reading. Yeah, and other things I didn't, well, I did clarify in a video for the past reading, but remember I didn't publish that video, I redid the reading. So, and I forgot to talk about the results from the prior reading prediction. It was spot on. Anyway, but I'll try to do that from now on in the community discussion. And also things for you guys to ponder about, such as making use of our time with the ascension process, basically, and what that really means. And yeah, it's interesting because the whole lockdown thing actually was a huge opportunity for people to gain a wider understanding of the world around them with a lot of self-reflection. And a lot of people in that boredom did some experimentation with new ideas they had for business, etc. Also experimentation with psychedelics and things like that to help them with their process of purging old crap, basically. We still, you always, have time to do that. Even though we're not in lockdown now, although some countries still are, but take advantage of the opportunity, because what they did to try to separate you all and divide you all and keep you out of touch with each other, actually had some benefits. So something they weren't quite planning on, I don't think. Anyway, so we're going to be using this deck, but let's take a look at the astrology and stuff so I can explain what I was talking about in the energy, because it's, yeah, we have one of those kites going on. And that to me is like, you know, a pointer pointing at something. And in this case, it's the moon over here in Virgo. So earth energy. And that's the mutable sign, right? And the moon, you know, already is kind of a watery, in the depths, don't know kind of thing. And you have it directly across from Mars, Neptune, and Jupiter here. And see how it's pinging on all three of those. So the god of war in water, Pisces energy, and the moon already being water energy. And then Neptune being in water, the depths, okay? And also notice that Jupiter has just crested into Aries at 0 degrees. Also notice the god of the underworld is retrograde in its home sign, Capricorn. And the Mercury, tomorrow's Mercury day, and the messenger is now officially stationary in Gemini. Officially. So still in shadow phase, but in the stationary. So like an accentuated shadow phase energy when it's stationary like that. Like everything at a screeching halt. That's the energy that was really popping out to me. Anyway, yeah. The fact that this kite is pointing at the moon, Virgo, and then the other end of it. See, that feels like a jewel, like a top of a diamond or something to me. You know, facets to things. Anyway, when I came over here to the Sabian Mystery, sometimes it takes a while for the message to come through to me, and other times it just slaps me in the face immediately, and it did this time. Immediate. So, here we go. The sun at, see if you look at this, the sun is at 21 degrees here for tomorrow. And this is 20 to 21 and 21 to 22. So both these pictures are pertinent. And actually the following one has a lot to do with this picture right here. But I instantly got the feeling of the Hierophant, in the Vitruvian deck, the Holy See. Look up, pointing up, structure, right, by the book. And I also got finger pointing and blame game when I came back to this picture after looking at this one. Anyway, if you flip this picture upside down, well, I'll come back to that. Anyway, but doing something by the book. And then when I white dove over troubled waters. I instantly got a plane, tipped on its side, going wing first into the water. So pilot's side, wing in the water first. So a crash in water. And you saw the alignments with the moon and Neptune, all the water going on there. Neptune and Pisces. And the messenger and god of the underworld, Pluto, messages back and forth about underworld, water, right? The watery depths of Neptune and Pisces. So that popped immediately. I was like, a plane's going to crash. The thing is, it's over troubled waters. And so to me, this indicates possibly being involved with crossing into somebody else's airspace somehow. Possibly. Let me show you the next picture and why it relates to the prior one. We have a jewelry shop is the title. And you have this diamond pattern that reminds me of the kite on the actual astrology chart. See? And it pointing at that book that's in the prior picture. See? The kite is pointing at, the jewel is pointing at that picture. Let me go back to that picture so you can see. Here's the bottom of that diamond, that jewel, that kite, pointing here. And finger pointing, right? Finger pointing. But also, if you flip this upside down, this picture, I felt like I was feeling a altimeter or the horizon of an airplane I used to fly. And the banking, you know, that gauge shows the banking of the plane. And it also feels like possibly at night, or this is under the water already. Dark. It's dark. So watery depths, possibly. Yeah, I picked up so much off of this. Finger pointing, blame game. And also a plane when it's in trouble, they have a checklist by the book, right? The pilots. And going over a checklist if you're crashing in a certain thing, like, or having a certain issue with the plane. But this banks into the water on pilot side. That wing goes in first. Let's just say with Mercury stationary and Pluto retrograde like it is too, and the energy between the moon and Neptune and all that, I wouldn't get on any plane tomorrow, personally. Just me. But just looking at that energy, yeah. So, and there's more about the whole jewel thing. I know there's more to it. When I looked at this picture, there's more to this than just the fact that the facets. There's more to it. What else did I say? With what did I say? There was something I said right before I started the reading, and I was like, that's part of the reading too. And I can't even remember now. Oh well, beside the point. Okay, so Wow energy. Let's take a look at the cards because they changed decks. They were going to use this one. And then they started pinging hard on this one. The deep blue watery depths. And spiraling down, right? What's interesting, I picked this deck and I turned it over. Wham! 2 of crystals. And it's interesting because my husband just drew a picture that had 2 paths, and I was thinking 2 of wands or 2 of swords would be this picture he drew on his phone. I said that would be a good tarot card picture. And I was thinking of 2 of wands and 2 of swords. And we have the 2 of crystals, 2 of swords. But as you notice, there's a large gem on it. Oh wow. Okay, I'm picking up more. Now I know why they wanted this deck, especially this card here. So cold waters. This almost feels like that altimeter, you know, the gauge on a plane back here, but it also, it's just off the coast, and it feels like at night. It does feel like it's at night, so confirm that from the CB Mysteries picture, that what I was picking up on. This is just off a coast. It's cold waters. The that gemstone, why is that really... What's going on with the gemstone? Something above. When light gets cast through a gemstone, it creates a prism. I'm not sure what they're trying to get at. So that's definitely part of the reading. So let's see what else I got. For the collective. What else have you got? It's like lost and not sure where to go.
Picture.
They're off course. You got the picture you drew? That's the picture he drew just right before the reading.
Just do
See how it has 2 paths and a couple of mountains? See,
I saw it as entities almost.
yeah, but that's not what I saw.
Pyramids.
Is this a river? See, his picture mimics that the bottom of the diamond shape in between these 2 mountains. That's interesting.
Cool. What a coincidence.
Yeah. Something about an altimeter, like possibly they clip atop of a mountain, but they end up crashing in water or snow. It could be snow because water, and this happens at night. I just heard snowblind. Okay. Yeah, they're telling me volumes just with the Sabian Mysteries picture in this card right here. Yeah, I flipped over the deck. I was like, oh crap, that's definitely part of the reading because that popped out immediately. Okay. Let's see if they've got anything else from this deck for us. Dealing with that energy. Anything else? Seven of Wands, courage, taking a stand, and harmony, 8 of Wands. So we got 7 and 8 of Wands. I'll move these over. Okay. That's the incoming Mercury messenger energy, 8 of Wands. Anything else for us? For the collective? Card 1, Magician. Incoming messages, manifestation. Anything else for us? Can't wait till I have this deck better broken. Anything else for the collective concerning this? Anything else? Man of Cups, water, surfer. Just heard skiing. Anything further? Setback. 5 of Worlds. Material trouble. Altimeter trouble. Anything else? And yeah, I'm pulling the cards based on the Sabian Mystery Pictures energy I was picking up. Not really on anything else, but we'll see if they tell us anything else in these cards. Regenerator. Sage of Cups. Page of Cups. So we got the King and the Page. Anything further? Thought to tomorrow. The Emperor. Control. Lack of control. 5 of Pentacles is lack energy, lack of control. Okay. Lovers, decision points, choice. Anything else? That card. Okay. The way it hopped in my hand. Hermit. Stagnation. 8 of Cups. Is underlying. Okay. I'll sit with the energy for a minute and then I'll come back to you guys. And I'm going to pull these cards up while I'm at it. Man, I'm getting a lot of stuff from this. All right. The Courage card. So this plane like clips the top of a mountain, something with altimeter. This is incoming fire energy or messages. Manifesting communication. It's funny because I looked at this and heard playing your cards right. Surfer. See the swooping energy, like see, this is the communicator. This would be somebody that would maybe be trying to talk them down. And then the 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Worlds energy. Lacking Regenerator, Sage of Cups. And I don't think they gave me that card because of its typical meaning. It's more about the picture. The lacking of control. Man of Cups, a ship, right? Lack of control of a ship. And then you look at the Sage of Cups card. You look up close and see how he's like pouring water out of his hands. It felt more like, you know how somebody goes up to a swimming pool and they'll do this number when they're getting ready to dive in out in front of their head. That's what I felt when I saw that. And then the energy swooped down to this into, look at that little picture back here of a river between mountains. Borders. It's like this occurs on the borders of 2 countries, or at least 2. The thing I pick up off this control card, the Emperor, see the eagle up here? See the twin towers? See how it's diving between 2 twins, between mountains? And that same energy here, the twin towers, the twins, right? Diving down between 2 mountains, or 2. See, we got the mountain goat or mountain sheep here, the ram. Um, hmm. So this the choice, the lovers. And then the hermit. The hermit card is it's funny because I watched today, you guys can look at the discussion thing, a thing on Tibet, and Tibet keeps popping into my head. And it does with this card too, hermit. Deep diver energy. This has something to do with could possibly be that region in the mountains. That's weird. But everything's connected, so it doesn't totally shock me that this reading about this, plane, like its wing either tipping into the water or clips a mountain because of altimeter problems. And the hermit energy, those guys in Tibet, the monks, deep divers, man and how. This is deep diver, a deep dive, plane taking a deep dive. Wow. The Eight of Cups card is the walking away from what you previously built to seek something new. The emotional realm, communicational, possibly even. I just heard a shambles. And then the picture underneath, mana crystals. The inventor, King of Swords. That's Aquarius energy. That just feels like it's a hike. It's like it's a hike. to get to the location. This almost feels like the old time wooden signs at crossroads, you know, and they have the street names on the signs, but the old wooden style things. Like it's a hike to get to where this is. See the mountain with the stream, waterfall coming out. The jewel thing's still popping out to me. And the crown jewel just popped in my head. Okay, I'm going to sit with the energy just a little bit longer. So, I know there's some sort of ship in trouble. It feels like it is an airplane or airship of some sort. The whole jewel thing, if I get any more on that, I'll let you know. Possibly in the community discussion thing, but uh, that's macrocosm. Microcosm, this is indecision. It's about, you know, the underlying, about walking away from something that you already established, right? And having the courage to do that. Feeling a little torn about that path. Incoming messages about manifesting the communication, or because the King of Cups is a communicator, or can be. And the setbacks, I feel like the reason it's under that Two of Swords here, Two of Crystals, this Five of Worlds, I think that's why there's some indecision, because of setbacks that you've had from what you've built. Regenerator, Sage of Cups, that's a Page of Cups. Small offer of some sort. Could be from a child. Or just immature energy, but from a child. To a father. Incoming messages to a father. From a child. Manifesting. Well, love, basically. Or this could be, this is also the card of Gemini, Lover's card. So Emperor's Aries. Then we have Virgo, Hermit. In communication with somebody who doesn't want to talk about it, wants to think it over. This can also be the Magician with the Man of Cups. That can also be somebody not being frank and using a silver tongue to schmooze you. kind of thing. You know, see the silver horn, it reminds me silver tongue. But this is about a direction, a path, and not being totally clear about which way to go, basically. And so that also goes to say, same energy with that plane. Not sure what direction to go, like lost their way. I don't know. Hmm. See the choice. Yeah, it's a decision, a big decision. And a father figure trying to help a child come to some sort of conclusion, but the child not being completely forthright, possibly. Maybe, maybe not. But definitely kind of wanting to think it over. Definitely wanting to think it over. Okay. Well, I can see why they wanted the stack now. Definitely, it definitely has a lot to say. Boy, and how. Almost overwhelmingly so. Just, but yeah. Let's see. Is there anything else? Any other cards? No, it feels like this is complete. But that jewel thing's still bugging me. Anyway, I'll cut it off there. So that's the energy. Emperor, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a father, but most likely a father figure. And then again, it's also talking about setbacks, loss of control. It could be that this Page of Cups, yeah. They're coming with Page of Cups. They're not Knight of Cups. So I think it's mostly between a father and a child. And it feels like a male child. For sure. Could be a female, but it feels like a male child. Huh, like a son. Anyway, there you go. If I get anything else, I'll put it in the community discussion. Anything that happens to, yeah, anything further comes out of it. Anyway, have a super good Wednesday, Mercury day. The fact, yeah, I would stick close. I would hermit as much as you can tomorrow. That's what I would do.
You're doing a hermit?
No, I wouldn't get on a plane. Let's put it that way. Not with the way the planets are looking like. Doesn't mean every plane going in there is going to have problems. It's just, why risk it? Anyway, have a fantastic hump day, Wednesday, Mercury day. And we'll see how all this plays out. Anyway, take care. And information's in the description box if you would like a private reading. Okay? Anyway, take care. Talk to you soon.